Hi guys, it's your Lily White back again with another video, and today I'm going to be taking you through my top 10 favourite games. Now, Jacksepticeye uploaded a video, it was either yesterday or the day before, I'm not exactly sure, but he uploaded a video going through his 9 favourite games, and it gets you guys to know a little bit more about me and the types of games that I like. So yeah, let's get into the list. Number 10 is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, this is going to be a bit of a weird one because usually I'm not the biggest fan of first-person shooters. I definitely don't really play them on the channel. But Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was the first Call of Duty I ever played back on the Xbox 360. And I really enjoyed the multiplayer in that. Hijacked was my favourite map, if you were wondering. And I always just used to love grabbing either the LMG or one of my custom loadouts. And I just love either dying a lot, because I did that a lot, or just absolutely killing kids on the game. That's going to be taken out of context. But yeah, Warzone's fun, and Cold War's, I haven't played Cold War, but I've heard the zombies is good. Warzone's fun, but I think Black Ops 2 has that sort of magic that no other Call of Duty has been able to replicate. It's like, the campaign is good, the multiplayer is, I just spat everywhere. The multiplayer is the best part of the game, in my opinion. And the zombies, well, not as good as Call of Duty Black Ops 1, it is still fun. So yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is my favourite Call of Duty and my favourite first-person shooter. Number 9 is one game that you definitely will recognise. It's Resident Evil Village. Now, I did a Resident Evil Village playthrough back in May and continued it and finished it in July. Resident Evil Village holds a special place in my heart because it was the first series that I did on the channel where the game was like brand new. It came out this month, maybe besides Little Nightmares 2. Because that game, it got out like the day I played it. But that was just the demo. This was the full game. My Xbox 360 just opened. I do apologise. But also, it was the last series / video to basically be uploaded or recorded or edited on my old computer. Because it was the last thing that I managed to get going before my computer broke. So yeah, it does hold a very special place in my heart for that. And plus, the game's fun. The story is alright. I really enjoyed like the parts with Heisenberg, Lady Dimitrescu, which she should have been in the game more. Moreau's section was a bit bad, and House Beneviento, that fucking fetus baby, scared the absolute shit out of me. You could see my reaction in the video. But Resident Evil Village was definitely a fun game, and I'm going to miss playthrough on it. If there's any DLC, I will play it. Coming in number 8, we have GTA 4. Now, you're going to see a lot of games that I played through on this game, and you're going to see a lot of games made by Rockstar, because Rockstar is my favourite video game company. I don't agree with the decisions they're doing with GTA 5 at the moment. That's one thing I want to disclose. But GTA 4 is definitely a fun game. Is that it's like an open world. Like, the graphics and guys look a bit weird compared to today's standards. But the story in GTA 4 is absolutely amazing. I love how much your options can impact the story, and how much Nico Bellic is a good protagonist. And come on, there's so many memes come out of that game. Let's go bowling. None that I can actually remember. But GTA 4 is definitely a fun game, and that's the reason I had to do a video on it. So if you are looking for a good GTA game to play, GTA 4 definitely has my recommendation, along with San Andreas, but that will not be on this list. Coming in at number 7, funnily enough, is Resident Evil 7. Now, I finally figured out what Resident Evil game I like more. I like Resident Evil 7 just a tiny bit more, mainly due to the fact because it has better characters, in my opinion. Like, I would take Jack over Lady Day anytime. That's just my opinion, because I think he's a lot more scary and stuff. But they definitely have their pros and cons. But the pros of Resident Evil 7 is you have to manage your inventory more. Like, it's a lot more scarier. Like, that fetus baby did scare me, but that was one time in the game compared to like the amount of times I got scared playing through Resi 7. And I just love all the quotable lines from there, like, "Welcome to the family, son," and things like that. It's just so quotable. I really like the combat in this game. It definitely was better compared to the last Resident Evil game they did. I love the characters in general, like Jack, obviously, Marguerite, Lucas. He was very creeped up and weird, especially when he pulls his fingernails off and shows Ethan, things like that. That definitely got me feeling a bit sick. But I love how different genres of horror there are. Like, there's body horror, which I think that was with Marguerite. There's like that sort of, I don't know how to say it. It's like a Jack the Ripper type thing with Jack, and Lucas is kind of like that fucked up horror, like a guy going absolutely crazy. The DLC was really fun. Like Daughters, that was a fun DLC. Like seeing the Bakers before they got infected, and when they found Evelyn and things like that. And it does show that Lucas was fucked up way before he got infected. I loved Not a Hero because it shows what happened after Resident Evil 7 concluded, with Ethan going off with Mia and now being infected. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 told us that. And what was it? End of Zoe. I really like that DLC because it really did conclude the character of Zoe, who did manage to get out and get cured, and she could go live the life she wants. If there is a Resi 9, I really want Zoe to appear in that again, or even just like a little cameo to show what she's doing after she escaped the Baker house and things like that. Depends on what ending you chose, but yeah, I really like Resident Evil 7. At number 6, we have FNAF VR Help Wanted. Now, I do like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm going to say that now. I think the first series I watched, it probably was Markiplier. Like, most of the games that I've seen come from Markiplier, because he's just my favourite YouTuber, and if it doesn't come from Markiplier, it will come from Jacksepticeye. Because those are two of my favourite YouTubers, and I do like to not really take a lot of their ideas, but I like to put some on my own channel and kind of put my own spin on things, which is fun. But FNAF VR Help Wanted was an absolutely terrifying game. Like, especially in my last video on it, I got way more scared than I thought I would. And I love, like, that feeling of claustrophobia and, like, that immersion that you're actually in the game, and that you look around and, like, there's an animatronic looking at you, or you have to get up right and close with them, and it shows you how fucking big those fuckers are. Like, Jesus Christ, Bonnie was a lot bigger when I went into Parts and Service. I love all the different game modes there are. Like, obviously, there's, like, the standard FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, but I love things like Vent Repair, Dark Rooms, Parts and Service. I like those, and I like how FNAF kind of being brought into VR, and there's like multiple different endings. The DLC was fun. I'm going to play that around Halloween time, so like next month. So yeah, I really do like FNAF VR Help Wanted. Special Delivery was a bit underwhelming. I think that was just like a title that went under the radar, and I'm going to play Security Breach when it comes out because I'm looking forward to that. At number 5, we have Beat Saber. Now, I don't think people are going to think that this would be on this list, but Beat Saber was the whole reason why I wanted a VR headset in the first place. My mate George, who's been in many videos in the past, he told me basically you should try Beat Saber and Beat Saber mods and things like that, and I would watch him play it, and he was absolutely god at the game. I would watch his videos, we get on Discord calls, and he would basically play like these insane levels, which he managed to complete with like perfect accuracy. Fuck knows how he did that. But the day I got a VR headset, the first game I played was Beat Saber because it was so much fun. It's a good exercise. I love how you can play to the different songs you want. You can get custom songs if you download certain mods. I love how like the immersion of how you're actually playing, and like, because you get those shitty little mobile games like Piano Tiles, but with Beat Saber you're actually playing to the beat. Like in the shitty little Piano Tiles games, like you're just pressing the buttons to progress in the song. Like, but with Beat Saber you're actually playing to the beat, which is really good, and I really like that part of Beat Saber. And just the part is that how fucking hard the songs can get. Like if you go Expert Plus and a drop of the song comes up, you're expected to hit like 50 fucking blocks at once, all in different directions. How the fuck am I meant to do that? But yeah, Beat Saber is definitely fun. At number 4, we have Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. I was going to put these as 2 separate categories, but I was just going to put them all as one because I don't care, I do what I want. But Red Dead Redemption is definitely a fun single player. Red Dead Redemption 2 did have the better single player in my opinion, but what brings home Red Dead Redemption for me is the Undead Nightmare DLC. This has been the best DLC Rockstar has ever made. Like, the Lost and Damned was good, all the GTL updates are fine, but I really think Undead Nightmare seals at home in that Rockstar can make really good DLCs and really good games. Undead Nightmare, I'm going to try and bring back this Halloween, but I've had a couple technical issues with recording on Xbox. So, I'm going to try my best to get Undead Nightmare back this year. Because Undead Nightmare is so much fun. I haven't progressed in the game since last year, and I'm not going to. But Undead Nightmare is just a fun experience. Red Dead Redemption 1 as well. I'm going to talk about the single player. I love how you get to actually go to Mexico. That is something you can't do in Red Dead 2. You can play like Liar's Dice, which is if you don't know what Liar's Dice is, it's like the one you saw in Pirates of the Caribbean, where Will basically bets his soul against a key. And I love how you could basically, I'm pretty sure you could kick people like in the head if they're down. I'm not sure, but also that weird donkey glitch where the donkeys would switch to ladies, that was very funny. And I loved like I just loved the Wild West games, and the graphics for the 360, considering this was a 360 and PS3 release, was definitely good. Sadly, it's not going to come to PC though, because according to Rockstar, like, the code is all kinds of fucked. Like, it's an absolute miracle that the game managed to get out on the consoles itself. Like, I don't think it's ever going to come to PC, unfortunately. I would love to see it come to PC with actual graphical mods and like a Red Dead 2 physics engine or something like that. Maybe a remake? Rockstar, come on. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption is a very fun game, and the Undead Nightmare part is just seals it, in my opinion. But yeah, I really like those games. Number 3 is GTA 5. I bet if you know me, you'd probably put, like, oh, why isn't you put this higher up on the list? It's because GTA 5 is fine. Like, I play it with my mates a lot, mainly GTA Online, but the way that GTA Online, I'm not going to talk about, like, the expanded and enhanced version and all that, and all the controversy surfacing GTA at the moment. I'm going to talk about the game right now. So, the single player for GTA 5 is fine. I don't think it's the best single player that Rockstar has ever done, because in my opinion GTA 4's is better, San Andreas is better, Red Dead Redemption's better, even something like LA Noire, in my opinion, those are a bit better than GTA 5. But I do like that you don't get to make many options in GTA 5, but you definitely do get to make a couple, like at the end with Death Wish, kill Trevor, kill Michael. Apparently you were meant to kill Franklin and you would switch to Michael or something, but I'm not sure on that. That's just a rumour. But GTA 5 is fine, but what makes GTA 5 now is GTA Online, which I don't really like. I'd love to see some single-player DLC for that, because, in my opinion, I just prefer single-player games as a whole. Because online games are fine, but I don't think they should be the selling point of a game. Like, you should mainly buy a game for the single-player, because single players tend to be a lot more detailed. You can get more things in. You don't have to worry about multiple players connecting to a server at one time. And I just prefer open world games when it comes to things like that. I love games that aren't just the main story, like games like Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil Village, or games like that. You just have the main story. There's no side missions. You can't really explore the world as much as you might like. But with open world games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 1, games like that, you can actually explore the world and you can do side missions. And the game's not just the main story. But I think that's why open world games are my favourite types of genre, video games. But that's just my opinion. But GTA 5 is definitely fine. I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't think the expanded and enhanced version should really happen, but hey, Rockstar do what Rockstar do. At number 2, we have Minecraft. Now, people are going to put, oh, why don't you put GTA 5 higher than Minecraft? Because I think Minecraft is higher, but mainly due to the fact of nostalgia. Because Minecraft was like, I used to watch all these YouTubers like DanTDM, Stampy. I used to watch them play Minecraft all the time, and it looked so much fun. I remember I used to have this old shit computer that used to be out in my hallway, and I would play that. And my mum got me Minecraft, and I would just play that. First world I got lost and died, and then I rage quit and then played the next day, and I was playing for hours. And then when I got an Xbox 360, Minecraft was the first game I played on it, and both my Xboxes I have now, which is the Xbox One S and the Xbox 360, both of them, Minecraft was the first game I played on them. I love the creativity in that game. I love how people have literally built full-on computers in that game. I love that there is no limit of what you can do. You want to blow up the entire world, blow up the entire world. You want to create a giant city, create a giant city. Like, the possibilities are endless in that game. Like, I absolutely love the sense of freedom in that game. It's very fun. That's why I did a series on it, and like, I just love going through that and playing like survival, defeating bosses and things like that. I would add more bosses to the game, that would be fun. I think hardcore should come to Xbox versions of Minecraft, because I don't think it should be restricted to just PC. Maybe I'll play Minecraft hardcore one day, I don't know. Would you guys want to see that? Maybe. But yeah, Minecraft, I think it's more of a nostalgia factor than anything. But yeah, Minecraft is a really fun game, and it's really popular. Like, seriously, I can't believe how popular it was. I was there before it got popular. I'm an OG. And number one, I think everyone already knows what number one's gonna be if you know me or just look at my channel in general. But it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, of course it's gonna be Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 was, to be honest, one of the first Rockstar games I played. The first Rockstar game I played was obviously GTA 5, and then I moved on to Red Dead Redemption 2, and then I started playing their older titles. But Red Dead Redemption 2, in my opinion, has the best story out of any game. It has the best protagonist of any game. And it was the first game that I cried at. Like, I cried at Arthur Morgan's death, and I could not get over it for a couple of days, because I get people like, oh, Red Dead's boring, it's so long, why can't the game just end, why can't it be more like GTA, like, but games don't have to be like GTA, or things like that. Like, this game has to be long, and I think it's the perfect length, in my opinion. It sets up the prologue of Red Dead Redemption 1 so well, like, everything can connect. There's foreshadowing in Red Dead Redemption 2 that relates to Red Dead Redemption 1, like, you can see Dutch's slowly change into madness. You can see Arthur's progression. The detail and graphical in that game is absolutely insane. The personalities of the characters change as you play. And one thing I love is that they have you build up this character, like, build up this relationship with Arthur Morgan. Like, he's your friend, you learn more about him, and then they whack you with the fact that he's dying. And that it's absolutely insane. And when he dies, I generally cried at that. Like, you saw it in the series, that wasn't fake. And that wasn't even my first time playing it. But it was just so good and so heartfelt that I cried again. Because Arthur's Last Ride is impactful. It really gets you to go through, like, everything you've learned with this guy, all the time that you spent with him and everything like that. And he's just a video game character. Like, you've managed to make me grow attached to a video game character. If I was going to change one thing in Red Dead Redemption, it's not really with 2, it's with 1, it's that I wish there were, or even in the end of 2, I wish there was more references to Arthur Morgan. Like, I get with Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption 1 came first, Arthur Morgan wasn't even a thing. But I would love to see in, like, the end of Red Dead Redemption 2, they wouldn't even call him Arthur. They would, like, say, oh, this guy came along and he punched this guy in the face, like, referencing to the fight in Valentine in Chapter 2. But I wish there were more references like that. But Red Dead Redemption 2, holds a really special place in my heart, because it showed me what games can actually do and what games can actually be. Like, games before this, they were impactful, they were heartfelt, but no game has really had, like, the level of options in the main story. Like, obviously there's games where your options in the story impact the way that the game ends. Undertale did it, which is why Undertale's one of my favourite games. It didn't make it on this list, but it'll probably be like number 12 or number 13. But Red Dead Redemption 2 definitely holds a special place in my heart, and it's probably going to be my favourite game for a long time until maybe a new game comes out to replace it. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely my favourite game of all time, and it holds a special place in my heart, and it's very good. But yeah, that's my top 10 list of the games that are my favourite. List your top 10 favourite games in the comments below. I'd love to see your picks and your options. And things like that. And if you can subscribe, I really would appreciate it. But have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I would jump down there.